Hey guys, Ericsson here. In today's video, I'm going to show you a strategy that only a handful of people know about to find the best trade-up skins for the lowest possible price. To make this strategy even more powerful, I had a custom tool developed that gives me a huge advantage over almost everyone else in the market. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how it works so you can use it too. In my last video, I created the world's #1 Orb Desert Hydra Black Scope with a budget of under 400 euro. To make that happen, I needed a lot of skins with extremely high floats that were still relatively cheap. As many of you know, that's usually pretty difficult because skins with exceptionally low or high floats often sell for massive overpay. To solve that problem, I came up with a strategy that helped me find these kinds of skins for a fraction of the usual price. When most people are looking for high float skins, they simply filter for floats above 0.99 or higher. For low float skins, they set the filter below 0.01 or maybe even lower. The trick is that thousands of skins in CS2 don't actually have a full float range. For float-capped skins, the float only needs to be close to its minimum or maximum possible value to achieve an extremely low or extremely high adjusted float. For trade-ups, these skins are just as valuable as skins with a full 0 to 1 float range. The problem is that traditional marketplace filters completely miss these skins. If you filter for a narrow float range, they are excluded entirely. If you widen the filter enough to include them, they get buried among thousands of irrelevant listings because their raw float doesn't actually look particularly low or high. And that is where the opportunity comes from. Since most traders only buy skins that appear in the standard float filters, float-capped skins with desirable adjusted floats often have far more listings available, and they are frequently much cheaper. And to show you just how big this opportunity really is, let's look at the numbers. Across all weapon rarities from consumer grade to covered, excluding knives and gloves, there are 260 skins whose float range does not start exactly at 0. For high floats, it's even more impressive. There are 1089 skins whose float range doesn't go all the way up to 1.0. So if you are filtering the way most people do, for example looking for high float skins above 0.99, you will never even see those 1089 skins, even though many of them have an adjusted float that perfectly matches what you are looking for. That's exactly the gap this new tool fills. Let me show you how it works with a real example. By the way, you can find the tool through the link in the pinned comment. Let's say I want to craft a world's #1 highest float skin. For that, I obviously need trade-up inputs with extremely high adjusted floats. First, let's use the standard CS float search. Here I search for normal classified skins with a minimum float of 0.9999. The cheapest listing costs around 41 euro, followed by several more that are already above 60 euro. For my trade up, I would ideally like to buy 9 filler skins, so if I buy the 9 cheapest listings available on CS float, I would end up paying roughly 524 euro. Now let's compare that to the tool. I simply set the minimum adjusted float to 0.9999, select classified skins, choose the marketplaces, in this case I will only use CS float for a fair comparison, and sort everything by price. And immediately the difference becomes obvious. I find one listing for just 8 euro, another one for 14 euro, and in total there are 10 listings that all cost less than 60 euro. Buying the cheapest 9 skins through the tool would cost only around 307 euro. That's roughly a 40% price difference for skins that have exactly the same trade-up value. The tool becomes just as useful when you are searching for low float skins. On all these marketplaces, depending on the rarity, you will often see skins like the Scout Acid Fade simply because their raw float falls inside your filter range. But here you need to be aware of the fact that skins like this also have a very low float range. The problem is that these skins are actually terrible trade-up inputs because their adjusted float is nowhere near as good due to their float cap. With this tool, you can filter directly by adjusted float, meaning all of those useless listings disappear automatically. Instead, you are only shown skins that are actually useful for your trade-up. Not only does this save an incredible amount of time, it also helps you find the cheapest possible trade-up inputs, especially when you search across multiple marketplaces at once. Speaking of marketplaces, one I would love to see integrated into the tool in the future is today's video sponsor, SkinSwap. If you are looking to upgrade your CS2 inventory, check out SkinSwap. By using my code EricssonCS, you will get a free skin worth up to $50 on your first trade. On SkinSwap, you can instantly trade your old skins for better ones, buy skins at lower prices, or sell your items for real money. Plus, using my code gives you a permanent 3% bonus on all sales. Check them out via the link in the pinned comment below. Thanks to SkinSwap for sponsoring the video. The tool also estimates the float overpay for each listing by comparing its price to the average market price for that wear condition, for example to the general factory new wear condition, but you should keep in mind that the estimates are not always perfectly accurate, especially for low liquidity items. The tool is still fairly new, so you will occasionally run into small issues. Not every marketplace updates in real time, so sometimes a listing has already been sold but still appears in the search results. Likewise, newly listed items also may take a little while to show up in the database. The developer is already planning to add CS float database rankings directly into the search results, support for even more marketplaces, and even a built-in trade-up calculator. The idea is that it will automatically identify profitable trade-ups based on current market listings or even find the optimal inputs for a target output. I'm really excited to see where this project goes, and I will definitely keep you guys updated. Before you leave, you can enter today's giveaway for an M4A4 Desolate space. Just leave a comment telling me what feature you would like to see added to the tool, or simply let me know what you think about it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!